Okay, so thank you, Pakistan Dreaming, for providing this opportunity. I thank you all my sponsors for helping us out to bring you this event. And here, Smart's my session name transition to Scrum Master. Uh, Basically, I am a Salesforce QA lead working in India, Jaipur, and I'm 8x Salesforce certified. I bring in upon 9+ years of experience, and I'm a Women in Tech ambassador, Trailblazer mentor, and a meter speaker. These are my LinkedIn handles and Twitter handles, and we'll be happy to connect with you, everyone. Thank you. So, moving ahead, the agenda of my presentation will be what is the need of transitioning into this agile methodologies and how one can achieve these things, and who is this person, like what is the scrum master role which is happening in in today's organization, and how any person, like in Salesforce we know that there are multiple roles like BA and I'm sorry, yeah, okay, so there are multiple roles like the consultant and the BA and the QAs, and how one can go from transition to their role to the Scrum Master role. Then what challenges that can come with these transitions. So I will be taking those things, and at last we will be sharing some of the tips for succeeding as a Scrum Master. So moving ahead, I would like to get a brief about what is basically a Scrum Master or what is the Scrum framework. So as we know that last 10 years, people were basically working on the waterfall model, and they were provided with a some chunk of data and some tasks, and they need to provide a solution within a certain period of time. And there was no feedback, no nothing from the client. But in today's, as we evolved for our software development lifecycle, we and today's companies are following agile methodologies, and basically Scrum is basically a part, a framework which is adopted by these organizations, and the Scrum Master is a person who helps the team and the entire organization to adapt that solution for handling modern world complex problems and deliver the best value product which is acceptable by our clients. And in this process, the Scrum Master is a person who is has a clearly defined set of rules and rituals that he follows so that the entire team can work together, and he coaches them, nurtures them, and then through this thing they follow the agile in their complete organization. And here comes another team member, which is the product owner. So basically he is the person who owns what is desired, I mean what our client is asked, and why are we working on this product, and what actually at the end of the day we are what complex problems we are handling for our clients, and what solutions in what form we are providing them. Then we have the scrum teams, which consist basically of the QA, the testers, the development architects, BAs, and all. Moving ahead. So I would first like to take a simple example here that when we go particularly for any restaurant, then what we do is we go and just, for example, I would say aloo paratha or samosa. Then we go and say that, ask that give me one aloo paratha or give me one samosa. There is no, I mean, no suggestion to be asked, no feedback are to be taken. But suppose if we go like for a Subway sandwich, then what happens? That when I go to a Subway restaurant, then the vendor will basically ask me for what kind of Subway sandwich I want, vegetarian or vegetarian, what type of bread I really want to have, whole wheat bread, or if I'm allergic to any wheat bread or not. Then he will ask me that what kind of veggies I want, what are my favorite veggies, and then eventually he will ask for some sausages, and and at the end of the day, I will be provided what best suits my taste, and what is my delicacy. So Scrum is also the same process where a complex problems is solved in iteration, multiple iterations, and the client is asked for feedback for multiple times. Though, so in that the customer makes decision in each iteration and sees the progress, and in every step of the way. And in this way, her or his product is based with I mean created with full transparency, so customer will not be surprised by the result by the time the sandwich is handed over, and he will be happy, more than happy, a happy customer. So moving ahead, uh, can anyone confirm is my slides are visible?
Yes, you slide the
Okay, okay,
visible.
okay. Thank you. So the question is, why are companies, basically want to have to follow this kind of thing? Is that today organizations undergoing agile transformation to be competitive in this digital age? We know that this is the time of generative AI, and we really, my customers are very very smart, and they want smartest solution for them. And the traditional ways like waterfall model, as I suggested, it does not be efficient in agile environment, and everybody in this new want to learn new skills to be successful in their careers. So moving ahead, I would share that there should be some values which a scrum team would follow, and these are like the courage is like the scrum team members definitely need to have a courage to do the right thing at the right time, okay, because we don't want to waste anybody's time. Then they should have a focus, I mean everybody focus on the work of the sprint and the goals of the scrum team. Commitment, everybody is accountable for their work, like a BA or developer or anybody, and we are not micromanaging the team because we know that we have a good team and everybody is committed to their work. We respect each other opinions, because in scrum when we conduct different meetings, we do definitely ask the team members for providing the valuable feedback which will be implemented in our teams. And then the openness, as I shared that it's a total transparent model. So even the stakeholders know what is building, and even the development team knows that in what time and what amount we are delivering the product. Moving ahead, so the question comes here that what is basically the difference between the project manager or with a scrum master? There is a huge difference. So one should know that scrum master is basically a person, as I said, that he is a enabler, he coaches the team to follow the scrum framework, and he is with the team. He does not micromanage or give orders to them. He let the team decide that what kind of things they will be delivering in a particular set of time. And he focuses on the team health by conducting a good retrospective team meetings and fun activities. He see himself as outsider observer and supporter, and usually does not solve the team problem, and he is the enabler. Whereas a project manager is a person that knows that what is the best for the product as well as for the team, and he is the person who makes the decision, like what particular high priority items they will be handling in a particular sprint, and what are the high priority items, and in what particular period of time they will be handling those tasks. And he continuously focuses on the each and every member status of their what about the tasks they have been tickets they have been assigned. He sees himself in the middle of everything, like he's a person who helps the team to be to connect and translate what the stakeholders or client have asked, and what the team is facing any challenges, and then help them out so that no blockers are there in the development. Moving ahead, so these are some of the scrum master responsibilities that as I said that whatever we are building is building in sprints, like some iteratory sprints we follow, where we have a chunk of items tickets which are assigned, and it depend upon the organization to organization. It can be 3 weeks or 4 weeks, or like more of weeks of one sprint. And the scrum master serves the product owner, the scrum team, and the organization overall. So he implement and understands scrum theory in practice with both the scrum team and the organization. So basically this is very very important slide. I would say that whatever the scrum framework is, it is shown here. So as I said, there's we have a 4 week sprint. So we continually work on the team works on the items assigned to them, and the scrum master handles, or I would say that he daily after every I mean every day he has a daily scrum meeting, and this is basically to know that what the team member is working yesterday, what he will be doing today, and if any of the team member is having any blocker, then he is there to help them out, or uh, can provide the impedance. Then there is the product owner, and he takes the input from the stakeholders, create the product backlog, and he basically rank the product backlog as per the client requirement and their priorities. Then comes the team. So now the team, I mean the product owner with the scrum team, they basically have a sprint planning meeting, and where they will decide that okay, from these particular items, I mean your user stories, what are the high priority user stories they can deliver in that particular sprint, and then they start executing, and they also provide the story numbers and all sort of things. Then the after suppose we have successfully finished the work and delivered all of the items in one sprint, then the scrum master is responsible for conducting the sprint reviews. So here we basically get along with each of the team members and get the feedbacks and have some fun activities, so that we can relax after our sprint, and we can decide that okay, if the workload was too much, so we will definitely go and decrease some of the our task, and go for some low priority items as well, and eventually share the burnout chart for each of the every member. And then come the sprint retrospective. This is basically it is done so that we can as a team should know that what went well in the previous stream, and what actually we can go in the next sprint, which will help the entire team to to bring a good product at the end of the deliverables. So the agile manifesto is like it is different from waterfall, is that here in this we work on individuals and follow interaction with them, like the stakeholders and the team as well, and we not follow the processes and tools much. We emphasize on working products and not the comprehensive documentation, because everything is in the form of user stories. Then we collaborate with the customers and the end users, and get their feedbacks and implement that. And so we respond to the change and does not follow a plan, and we get the feedbacks in the form of surveys and everything. And then this actually help us to provide a solution which will fit for all. So these are some of the I mean some of the daily stand up and meetings which a scrum master is needful take in the entire scrum framework process. So here it shows that what is I mean one if one transition to scrum master, then he is like a servant leader. He is one who is he's there to listen to his team members. He is empathetic to know that yeah, okay, the load is much, so what he can do. He is there that for self awareness of each and every team member. And he does not like a traditional leader who sees leadership as a rank to obtain, and not someone who uses power and control to derive performances, and nobody like to who can measure success through outputs. But yes, success, and he is thoroughly, I mean, interested in the growth and development of the entire team members. He's not a person who speaks more, but he listens to the feedback of their team members, and eventually can apply them and help them to grow and nurture. And it believes it's about the team, but he believes that it is not for himself but for the entire team and for the entire organization. So basically he is a servant leader and not a traditional leader. So one need to have shift from fixed mindset to a growth mindset, because here we are talking about innovation, here we are talking about learning, adaptations. So in this process, failure is not a limit of anybody's abilities. Failure is seen as something which is an opportunity to grow. He has a growth mindset. Every team member should have a growth mindset. Everyone can learn to do anything they want, and they think that the challenges they are facing help them to grow. Scrum master is not to solve the team members. He basically conducts meetings so as to get brainstorm meetings, so as to get innovative ideas from each of the entire team members. And he always thinks that the feedback is constructive for the team members as well as for their product or tool. And he sees that his efforts and attitudes determine each and everyone's ability. And most important is this, that he does not stick to what he knows, but someone who like to try new things. So I would say that we all need to have a growth mindset so that we can grow when all succeeding in our organization. Now comes the funny part is that the challenges that come with this transition is like each and every every person may have a different perspective. Like the scrum master that the team think it needs, they maybe they think that it is someone who is like a James Bond, who can come and solve all of their problems. And the scrum master that the management hires is someone who is not certified or who is not a knowledgeable person, and he is insufficient to conducting the team meetings and bringing the team together. And the right one is the scrum master that the team really needs is a person who has a bit of experience in conducting and collaborating with the people and taking their inputs in a positive way and nurturing and helping them grow. So was sharing this. Now comes a question like, what are the timelines for transition into a Scrum Master role? Depend upon person to person, but this is generic thing I have come upon. Like one need to have give himself a 3 to 6 month minimum to transition into this role, and this is just an indicator. Actual timeline depend upon the individuals. So they should gain expertise on Scrum by working with some organization who are actually working in like a Scrum team, and that will actually help him to know what is practical implementation of Scrum. Then he can eventually go and upskill via training like CSM, PSM, and all. Some of them are like free training also. And then they can shadow another Scrum Master so that they can help what is practical implementation, how to implement it. And then eventually independently they can handle a team and join communities of practice and contribute towards sharing learning. So here I will be sharing like tips for succeeding as a Scrum Master. As I said that everyone should focus on the mindset change. It's all about mindset. And one should have some fun engaging activities so that the team members can coordinate and collaborate in a happy manner, and at the end of the time we have a happy team working all together. He should always ask powerful question and does not solve the team problem. Let the team solve their problem, let them come with innovative ideas. And actually it is all about their team and not for them, and this way they can help the team to grow and help in their career. And then we one should have master ALM tools like Jira and Rally, and these are some of the DevOps tools in version control system that which every project manager or Scrum Master can have for these tools basically help them to their day-to-day task completion. These are some of the additional references like the Scrum guide, scrum.org. This is basically a 39 pages guide which one can go through, and it shows the brief about all what are the Scrum ceremonies and what is the Scrum Master framework and what is Agile and all lots of things. Then we have the scrumalliance.org there where one can go through number of videos which help them to know how the things can be implemented. Then we have the Scrum Mastery book by Geoff Watt. We have a course by Coaching Agile Teams by Lisa, and these Agile retrospective courses, and the Secret of Facilitation by Michelle. So this is basically I have concluded that the top Agile starters, what actually the day-to-day teams which are implementing Scrum can result into 250% improvement in the product quality. And today 98% of the companies have successfully become successful because of using Agile. And if we go for the waterfall rate and Agile rates, so it says that it was for waterfall it is 49%, and for Agile it is 64%, and more than 60% of companies are using Agile. And United in US minimum of 71% companies are using Agile nowadays. So this is why Agile products are almost 1.5 times more successful than waterfall project. And it will actually help to increase the revenues and cost cutting, which basically all of the companies today are focusing on. So as we know that generative AI is being used by every organization, and every new product is talking about AI tools. So here I have come upon with some of the AI tools like AI, which is in data analytics. One can use the Tableau, Microsoft Power BI, and Polymer. And in the right, I have for slide deck. I mean, slide deck. Basically, a Scrum Master need to create some presentations for the sprint retrospective meetings, so that and also brainstorming, innovative ideas collection, such kind of meetings he has to create. So he basically go on gamma.app and create a cool and informative slides from this particular app in, in just 10 minutes. And then I have this chat open AI, which everybody is talking about in the market, and using it for this can be used by a Scrum Master when he is in a hurry and he has not planned anything for retrospective. So he can go and have some prompt, and it will actually provide him the whole of the timeline of that particular meeting of 40 minutes or whatever he has. Then there is a very important tool that is I have mentioned here, that spinach.io. So the challenge the Scrum Master faces is in daily stand-up meetings, like if I have 8 members in my team, then it's become very very difficult for me to take the notes that what person is talking about and what blockers they are facing. So at the end of the Zoom meeting, this particular tool, Spanish.io, will provide or will jot down whatever the team members have shared, so that the Scrum Master does not have to eventually take notes and side by side, and he can do some more productive works, or he can connect more in a healthy way with the entire team members. And then coming upon this maxai.me. So this is basically a very informative, or I would say very good tool, AI tool, which uh, which can be used for replying to the emails, which I mean, in our day to day life, when we work, 20% of our time is comes on writing emails, or writing some sort of content, creating some sort of content to show. So we can use maxai.me, and this will eventually help you to provide a good amount of content, a knowledgeable content to your entire team members. And you can, I mean, you will be 5 times more smarter, you can work 5 times more smarter than any other person who is not using any of the AI tools. So yeah, just a minute. Okay, anybody has any questions? I would like to take any questions if you have. No. Okay.
Yeah. So the question is how Scrum is different from Kanban.
Okay, so as I said that in Scrum, the Scrum Master who takes the entire thing duty, that he will follow these things. But in Kanban, what we actually do is there is a board, okay, and in that particular thing, the board has the items, okay. So the team members can actually go and if suppose I have been assigned a ticket, okay, and I will go on the Kanban board and I will put that, okay, the ticket has been opened by me and I am working on it. And again, if somebody has completed, so he can go and update the Kanban that his task has been completed. So in that particular thing, the team members can eventually help the team, I mean the project manager, Scrum Master, that yeah, so they can Kanban is very very useful. We have also used in our product. So in that case, the entire team can is accountable for what the work they have done, and they can show the relevance of their product can be seen on the Kanban board, and the Scrum Master can go and or the project manager go on the Kanban, share the Kanban with the entire team, and then just discuss that, okay, these 5 items are with this person in open mode, these 5 items are in completed by this person in this. So basically, visual representation of the tickets or working things are provided in Kanban. Hope I answered the question.
Yeah.
I would
And
request to please go to this maxai.me link and please have a look onto this. I think it will help you a lot in your day-to-day activities. Yeah.
okay, so the other question is that Scrum, of course, it's said that it's difficult to master, right?
Yeah, yeah, but it eventually comes with practice.
Yeah,
uh,
so most of the companies do practice Scrum, but ultimately it's called tailored Scrum. Because
Yeah, I know. Yeah, no. But yeah, I have also been seen such challenges because they think that why to put so lot of effort, on learning and all sort of things, and why don't we follow the sort of traditional thing? But eventually, when we say that if we are following Scrum, then we are implementing a framework so that each and every individual team members can have, and we know that in what path we are going on, and what goal we will achieve in certain amount of time. Mm.
okay, so my question is, what if the tailored Scrum is appearing to be more successful for us?
I have not actually seen this in my practical experience, but yeah, I could say that if one could follow these uh, things, then they can actually can grow as a team and can collaborate more easily and in a healthy manner.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Any more questions? So I would like to thank each and every member who has been, done fabulous efforts on bringing this Dream In together. And it was my first Pakistan Dream In conference. Hope to meet you soon in the next one. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.